All eyes are pointing toward an active period ahead. No reason to believe otherwise. We're heading into the heart of the season. This as we continue to monitor several areas in the Atlantic for possible development. Joining us for some in-depth analysis is Fox Weather's hurricane specialist Bryan Norcross. Bryan, these are the things that we've been talking about right on schedule. Some interesting changes, though, as compared to where we were at earlier this week, and forecast models getting more enthused about different things.
Yeah, and they're coming into a little more alignment, so we feel much more comfortable about this one here in the middle of the Atlantic not being a threat to land, indeed turning north. We had the GFS, which kind of insisted it was going to come farther west, finally has backed off, and now there's general agreement. This one, if you remember, was 40%, now down to 30%, not because it's not going to develop into a storm. It's more likely to develop into a storm, but more likely a non-tropical storm when it really gets strong. So remember, these percentages are, is it going to develop into a depression, a tropical system with tropical characteristics? And that looks a little bit less likely, and I'll show you that here in just a second. As you said, Dexter is speeding away. Dexter will be done with in the next day or so as a tropical system, and we'll just check that one off the list. Okay, here we go with this system. It's just beginning to start spinning here, kind of loosely related to this front. It's the same general piece of weather pattern that has been causing that front to be lodged there over that very warm, extra warm water off the southeast. And now we're getting some spin developing out there right on schedule. The computer forecasts have been actually quite good about this. So that's the system we're talking about. Now, so when we look at it in the computer forecast, here we can see the circulation right there. But the other thing we notice is it kind of stretches down here, and you notice this kink here in the flow. That's also low pressure. So what we have is kind of an elongated system, and the north end of it is getting a circulation here, but the bottom end of it has lots of moisture with it, and it's going to keep on coming west. And as you're going to see, these are going to kind of split into two systems. The dark greens indicate where the deepest moisture is in the atmosphere, and as you see, it continues to be pretty moist all over the south, although not as much as it has been because the front is finally kind of washing out. All right, let's go forward in time here with this system and watch up here. This is Wednesday afternoon where we are here today. Here we go forward. Now this is to tomorrow. Notice that this system is moving this way and off the Carolina coast. So yes, some moisture is still feeding into eastern North Carolina and maybe in the upstate, or not the upstate, but the northeastern part of South Carolina up around Myrtle Beach. But notice that this system is kind of splitting off, and that moisture is going over Florida, which is just going to enhance the thunderstorm activity, more tropical downpours than normal, say, as that moisture surge goes on through. So the two systems are kind of coming apart there. All right, let's go forward in time. There's Friday, Saturday, and now we're Saturday morning. This system is up in here. It's actually right there, looks like. The model is kind of updated, and you see what's happened here. We just end up with more moisture across the south once again. So just as another surge of moisture coming up into the south, so that's just going to enhance the rain again, looks like over the weekend as that moisture kind of surges north. There you see it. Here we are Sunday, and the system is out here. And look what we can see. Look at the dry air wrapping around here. Well, the upper level winds are screaming over top of it here. So if it's not non-tropical by then, it's very close. And that was the thinking. So now that the system has really gotten going, now we have all these hostile effects and more non-tropical effects. Becomes more like a nor'easter kind of system. So the tropical opportunity is gone by that point. And we're left here down here with just more moisture in the south, meaning the increased likelihood, once again, of heavier rain. So something to just bear in mind, looks like over the weekend. Okay, off we go to the other side of the Atlantic. This system is now an invest, which just means the National Hurricane Center is saying, okay, it's organized enough that we can run additional computer models on it. We can investigate it, estimating the top winds at 35 miles per hour. They're giving it a 30% chance to develop down in here, but a 60% chance to develop once it gets up in here. That's over the next 7 days, say over the next 5 days, going in this general direction. High confidence now that it is indeed going to go up into the middle of the Atlantic and not be a threat. So we look out on the satellite. Here we can see we're getting a pretty sharp turn in the winds here on the satellite, indicating a circulation trying to develop. We're also following this one here over Africa. We can see some turning here in the flow according to the computer models, but doesn't show a whole lot with it yet. But when that gets out over the Atlantic, this one is going to leave behind a bunch of moisture out here. So this one is going to have more to work with. All right, let's look at the moisture again in the computer forecast. And here we are right now. So there's that one there. Here you can see this sharp turning here. So it's starting to get a circulation. And here we are this afternoon. All right, let's go forward in time. And as we go now, lifting north. So this system is kind of leaving the southern latitudes pretty quickly now, turning north, and it's responding to actually a dip in the jet stream or a low pressure system over there. This one tomorrow should be moving off the coast of Africa, and you notice there's quite a bit of moisture now gathering with that. Okay, forward we go as this one kind of meanders to the north through that general development area. We don't have much here because it's fighting. Look at the dry air getting pushed into it here. So the thinking is it probably isn't going to develop for a while as it passes that dry air. If it doesn't get it while it's on the moisture, it's going to have to wait to get past that dry air. This one is getting some circulation here, and notice it's staying pretty far south. All right, then going forward in time, we're going to go all the way to Monday. Here we're getting a little bit of an effort of circulation here into some moisture up here. This is that South Carolina, offshore of South Carolina system, so they're going to come a little bit close, and this is going to turn out to be a big player, I think, in the streaming downstream. This one's getting more moisture here, and there we are on Monday. Now, when we look at the computer forecast, we're going to concentrate on the one to the south because this is the one that some of the computer forecasts bring into a threatening area to land. When we look at all these L's, you go, wow, that's confusing. But here are the two facts we can see. First of all, of the four models that we're looking at, two of the traditional models, two AI models, they all show a system in this area here on Wednesday. And if we look where the concentration is, notice it's kind of right in here. So about Wednesday, about here, the thinking is it'll be somewhere over in here by the end of the week, and then we'll, of course, start paying close attention.